Hey, I want to quickly talk about something that I've noticed that Codfish TV talked about, but I mentioned this last week on the DA's channel, that Neil, the new CEO of YouTube, is bringing Hollywood to YouTube. What does this mean for YouTubers? Okay, we had the twin brothers from Australia that had two horror movies that succeeded, then Chris Jackman's movie that didn't do that well, and then we had Markiplier not go through any studio, make his own very successful movie where he convinced theaters to. And then we had Corey Barker do Obsession, a great horror movie. And then you had Kane Parsons from his series, but this is a prequel to that, Backrooms. Now, people are going, oh my God, look, YouTubers are taking over. No. What I've noticed, and this is that if you were to go to YouTube, look up certain people. Go look up them and see if they have a YouTube channel. It means that they are taking over YouTube. And I agree with Clownfish TV on this. Eventually, everybody on YouTube, all these YouTubers, are going to stop getting paid. Your days of making money on YouTube are coming to an end because they want YouTube to be cable. That's why they are glad so many people are watching YouTube all the time. And the whole thing is, this is by design. Neil, unlike Susan, doesn't give a shit about YouTubers. And don't think that, they've been losing, never made one profit. YouTube has not been profitable. It's been held up by Google. That's it. So for all the people thinking, oh, this money train is going to continue, you're going to find out, sadly, you're wrong. The money train is going to run out, and you're going to be left with nothing. Because they are going to eventually defund you, demonetize you. Don't be surprised when that happens. I mean, you should be prepared. A lot of people are acting, and this is where, like, Jeremy Corlin runs into the same problem. He, he's done this he's self-destructed under the fact that he thought that he was so big with so many subscribers that he was untouchable. And now he's finding out that he messed with two guys that are known as trolls, and that's Kino Casino, and he's losing. He's, as they point out, he's had to sell, his wife realized that he's wasted he has 2 mortgages on his home. That means the bank wants their money. And if he's selling everything off, it means they're broke. And so, and they're not going to be able to sell the house and get a new house. The bank's going to want to collect their money. They owe $10,000 a month on this mortgage, where he refinanced it and got a second loan put on, bank loan on top of the already mortgage that they were paying. So, but a lot of YouTubers are thinking none of this can end. It can. You are not Neil's focus. If you're wondering why you're seeing, subscriber counts go down, why you're seeing less revenue, it's because Neil's bringing Hollywood into YouTube. They're going to take advantage of these two, King Parsons and and Corey Barker, and they're going to take and Markiplier. We'll see what happens with him. But the thing is, this is bound to happen. When you see success and they're from YouTube, and of course media is not, what is happening? People from Hollywood are coming to YouTube. What do you think you see all these people doing podcasts now? Even the actress who played, in the movie Obsession, she's got her own YouTube channel. Then you have Trevor Noah. He has a traveling YouTube channel. I'm not joking, he's being totally funded by YouTube. Yeah. That's what's happening. They're bringing all these outsiders, these people from Hollywood, to come in. They're giving them accounts. They're funding them because this is what they want to do. This is what Neil's all wanted to do for a long time. These 3 men, Markiplier, King Parsons, and Corey Barker, have shown that, yes, you can use YouTube to have success, and that's what they're going to do. That's what they're going to do. They're going to use these 3 to create success for YouTube without you guys. So for all the people who think the gravy train will never dry up, you're going to be sadly mistaken. Even if Hollywood leaves California, it's not going to change anything. Because guess what? Something you may not know is that Hollywood's subsidized by the government. Yeah, because they're controlled by the CIA. All this stuff you see, all this gender DEI shit that you see people going making videos about, is all done by the CIA. Yes, that's right. They want to divide the country. So what do? They trick people into going, oh my God, DEI, boom, and they divide you into two groups. And they get you to go, oh my God, we gotta stop it, and you're not stopping DEI. Hollywood doesn't care if they lose money. They're gonna be fine. Even if they move to Texas, they're not gonna change how they do things. Game-wise, you can change that by the games. But with Hollywood, the way they're doing things, they're not really being hurt as much as you think by, a movie not doing well. They don't care if the movie fails. Look at Amazon. Their dog shit Master Universe just it's getting a sequel. And it'll most likely go on stream. They're doing Gem and the Holograms. All because the lady who worked at Warner Brothers was behind getting Barbie made. She's now at Amazon, and she was the one behind getting Master of the Universe made and make it as what it is. And now she wants to get Gem and the Holograms. And they're already talking about a sequel, which, as DA and others point out, it'll go on their streaming site because Amazon doesn't need to rely on movie theaters. It's the same thing with Netflix. Netflix did this experiment with going to movie theater, but they realized they don't make a whole lot of money doing that because they're not a studio in the normal sense. With the deal that they made with MAPPA, who is the anime studio who does Chainsaw Man, they do Hell's Paradise, and they do Jujutsu Kaisen, the three big properties that they work on, they are making a new anime for Netflix. Yeah, they'll be exclusively to Netflix. It makes sense. It's like Amazon. They're doing a new Ghost in the Shell series, which looks good. I saw the trailer, it looked good. That's the thing. Japan is probably going to start doing their own, they may proceed to do I think they do the subtitles, whatever, because they know they're going to change things as far as how animation is done. And the problem with Japan is that the production companies, the ones who pay to have this animation made, keep most of the money. They, like what happened with One Punch Man third season, was the production company, which is a studio that pays to have this. They didn't give the people, the director and the animating team, enough time to do the story properly. They rushed it and didn't give them enough money to do it either, because they don't care. And this is, when you look at quality made anime, you can tell that the people working on it wanted it to succeed. Look at Demon Slayer. The series is great. Now we got the Infinity Castle Part 1. They're working on the second part now. And, and then you have what's coming out soon. You have Chainsaw Man Assassin Art coming. They put out a trailer for that. And they're also MAPPA's making a mobile game. Chainsaw Man mobile game will be on Crunchyroll, which you can download on your phone. Yeah. And then you have the second part, Jujutsu Kaisen Season 3, Part 2 of the Colon game coming. And then, of course, Demon Slayer Part 2 coming. The movie, Infinity Castle Part 2 is coming next year. And, and you've already had the time I got reincarnated as a slime, just had their second movie out this year. Lupin the Third completed everything with their last movie, which goes back to their first movie. And so, yeah. And of course, they're working on Solo Level in the third season. And I don't know where Kaiju number 8 is going to go, since they abruptly ended it. It was a terrible way to end the whole thing, but there's others. The fourth core of Bleach, the 1,000-Year Blood War, they're putting the first 3 in the theaters. I'm seeing it Thursday. It's called The Calamity, and it's going to show, and there are 3 episodes. I'm seeing it in Japanese because it's based in Japan, so yeah. And so, yeah, that's going to come. And then we're going to have in July, towards the end of July, the fourth core, which of the 1,000-Year Blood War, is going to be coming out. The final core, which will, how it all ends. They made a lot of changes. Then Kuba has come out that Taito Kuba, is planning to do a follow up to his Hell Arc one off, and he's waiting for the man to finish, the man who does Sakumuro Days, to finish up his manga, and then I guess they're going to work on it together, because Kuba, reason it was so rushed was his health was shit, and he thought he was going to get fired, and he was having arguments with the publisher at the time. That's why he rushed it. Here he's had the time to work with the two directors, make sure everything is perfect. And the changes they made have been good. And now he's already announced the two artists who are going to be the opening and closing for this final core. And he liked the first one. He said he asked to make some changes. He did, and he did the third season closing to the Colon Game Part 1. Yeah, he's a good singer. And the lady, I've never heard of her before, Lane 9, I think it is, and she has a song that I've never heard. So, yeah. But there is stuff coming. There's also that time I got reincarnated as a slime. The fourth season right now is on Crunchyroll. They've just started putting it up. And there's other animation that are on there. And so, yeah, animation is going nowhere. It's just getting bigger. I mean, yeah, Netflix and Amazon are doing what Crunchyroll, they're able to help spread anime more, which you want. You don't want one place having it, all as, because it's just, the problem with Crunchyroll is you have people screwing with it. With Netflix, they seem to not mess with it. Like they're paying Oba a ton of money to redo the entire One Piece animation, because he said that he understands fans weren't happy with the changes he made with the original One Piece, so he is working on it right now while he still works on the live action. So his changes are going to go back to the manga, so he's more faithful. And yeah, he's being paid a lot, and this will only, as far as I know, be exclusive to Netflix. And so yeah, they're giving him the freedom to do things his way. They're not stepping on his toe, and even when the showrunner walks away, he's still really running the show. And Oba is, he's a very creative guy that has total freedom to do things his way, and thank God Netflix is letting him do that. Not everybody gets that freedom, and in Japan, the reason anime is so hard, why things in Japan are not great, and you have to understand, it's a country that has an old style of work, and put the family second. They pressured their kids. This is why they're the country with the largest suicide rate of young people, because they are pushed to this. They're beat over the head to be perfect, to get a job, work. And these kids are pressured so hard to succeed, they end up going killing themselves, like in Akihara Forest, the suicide forest. And they have other issues that they need to deal with, like the fact that countrysides are disappearing because young go to the cities where the jobs are, where the money is. And they live in small apartments, and they're not dating. They're not really having kids. And this is a problem for a country whose population is old and is dying off. And so they, and their new prime minister is kind of weak, because when Donald Trump said Japan didn't warn us about before they bombed Pearl Harbor, yes, they did. Said, put an embargo on us, we're going to bomb Pearl Harbor. Now, I say all this stuff and go on about animation, which I love. My favorite manga will be Berserk, and my second is Lupin the Third, and that's my favorite anime. I also love Claymore. I think the animations they've done have been shit. Now, some animations I can watch without them being in Japanese, are ones that are not based in Japan, like Cowboy Bebop. The dub is great, and then there's Fist of the North Star. But when you base yours in Japan, I get bugged by hearing American voice actors coming out of it. And nothing against like Johnny Young Bosch, he's a good voice actor. It doesn't work. Now, Full Metal Alchemist, that wasn't based in Japan, that was sort of based in Europe, and here in the English dub, they did a good job. Even the lady who took over for Alphonse sounded like the guy who originally did Alphonse. Now, that's how I look at it. If it's based in Japan, I want to hear the Japanese actors. And here's the thing, it's a cutthroat business, being a voice actor in Japan. And there's, Anime Media is the one who on YouTube that shows you the voice actors, like for each animation or whatever, and will show all the work they do. Most of the work they work on, if they have a long career. and show you the character they do, so you can look and go, oh, okay, I recognize that, and you can hear in some of them the similarities between the characters they do. Yeah, but and so yeah, the thing with YouTube, you look at Markiplier just got his movie, them to agree to digitally allow his movie to be where people can rent it on YouTube. This is why I said YouTube's taking advantage of these guys. They're going to use that to bring Hollywood. And they already are. I'm getting back to this because this is what's important. I brought all this in there to show differences in things. Japan's worried about their piracy of their animation. Well, see, and some people think that they should they should have laws that prevent piracy. But it's hard to stop piracy in other countries unless you work with the governments there to deal with the piracy. That's the problem. Japan, you'll have to figure this one out. But as far as, YouTube's going to be Hollywood. And all the YouTubers I'm going to say something else. I've noticed. The Cortland got an inflated sense of thinking because he had so many subscribers that he was big and important. You're not. Kino Casino points out every time your count, how many people subscribe to you don't mean shit. Same with Twitter, but people treat it like, oh, I'm so important, and then you find out people's egos get huge. You gotta be careful. As Tom Connors found out when he gave his angry review of Master of the Universe, which he called woke shit, and called the people who liked it, said that they're hypocrites because they're fine with this woke, but then they'll complain about other woke, and I've seen it time and time again. They'll talk about how we're against EI, but then they're fine with something they knew nothing of, sitting there and going, yeah, I'm fine with this. I'm going, how can, and this is why Eric July just basically was asked, are you going to see the Batman? He goes, no. He doesn't like this shit. He said it over and over. He doesn't like any of it. I agree with him. But that's the problem with people. And as Tom Connors found out, Gary Belcher, neurotic, took his rant and made a clip of it and then sent a bunch of angry people at Tom Connors and Andre that didn't deserve it. And I could bring up the whole thing with what's going on with Supergirl. Okay. People like to point out that she's not attractive. She's young. She's stupid. This whole thing with Brie Larson, Jennifer Lawrence, and Rachel Zegler's, they're young. No one's telling them not to talk and say these things like they used to. They don't prepare them. They put them out there in the front, and then these young actresses don't know how to deal with the press. They haven't had the right training. They're not a George Clooney. They're not a Brad Pitt. They're not. They don't know. They get easily, and you can see it, that they're screwing up, and no one's helping them. And people are making fun of them for things they say, and it's like it made it. And then I was going to bring up a video of Az talking about Angry Joe, but what's the point? It's not going to change anything. You say the wrong thing about you comment on one of the group in this group, they come for you. And Yellow Flash and Az will clickbait you and say, oh my god, you're say that, oh, Angry Joe. Yeah, let me see if I can bring it up. I'm gonna fix this. I'm trying to find it. Okay, I'm gonna put this here, but I want to go here because I want to bring something up on YouTube. I'm gonna bring it to this. Okay, let me put heels. First the baby face. I want to bring one thing up. And I saw his video about this, and I thought, okay. Now, yeah, here we go. It says right here, super crash out. Angry Joe attacks neurotic. He can give okay. This is so misleading in its head. It's called clickbait. And I want to show something else. Yellow Flash. Well, actually, I think I can bring it up here too. hold on, I'm doing this live right now while I'm going to bring up Yellow Flash because it's sort of the same thing. Yeah. Because he put a clickbait out too, but I think it's the same thing. It's right here. See this? It says, it just got worse. It was Angry Joe explodes over Supergirl again, still crashing out. Okay, I want to show something because this is, and I'm not going to play the audio because I just frankly don't want to hear it. Okay, these are two clickbait, what you call clickbait, right here. Both of these are clickbait, but I'm going to do something interesting. I'm not going to play as this.
Supergirl has an E.
Okay, I want to play it without hearing what he says. Here's the, if you want to see the subtitles. Oops. Yeah. Okay, let's put on the subtitles so you can hear this. Okay, this is the thing. This is what he's saying. Okay, we're going to go a little ahead to where he brings up the whole thing. Okay, let's look at this. How to kill Supergirl in one step. Okay. So what does Angry Joe do that he says flip that crossed the line? Spark made a comment. Okay, I'm getting to where is Angry Joe because he showed Angry Joe's tweet. Let's get to here's Angry Joe. Okay, they don't like Angry Joe because he brought up something interesting. Here it is. Let's read this. Okay, this is Joe Vargas, or known as Angry Joe. He said this tweet over this: "How to kill Supergirl in one step." Okay. This is the most important stuff to this group of guys. What Millie says in passing to a gay interviewer on Pride Month. It really pisses them off. Gets them to vote with their wallets. Not any actually important shit to vote against. Like war, high food, gas prices, the looting, and shitification of our countries by the ultra-wealthy. No. Okay. Here's the thing. This part is Joe had no reason because they don't talk about politics. Doesn't mean that they're supporting what the government's doing. And I guarantee they don't for the most part. Here's the thing. This part didn't need to be in unacceptable. That stuff is okay. They support, no, they don't. That's a lie. This is what's misleading. Okay. They think she's drunk. Okay, they don't know if she's drunk. They're making an assumption because of the way that she says things in an interview. Here's the problem: they don't know if she's drunk, but their accusations, they're attacking her. This is the problem with humanity. They keep saying we're good Christian people. No, you're wrong. They support all of that stuff. Unacceptable. Boycott. Distract these masses with culture wars. A whole ecosystem of this is why nothing ever changes. Plus, she's super ugly. Look at the comments in this thread. LOL. Jizz. Yeah. Political, sensational. Yeah. The actual film be damned. Good or not, these guys will claim it's shit to avoid looking bad or pissing off their followers. Oh, well, yeah. Okay. This comment he's saying is he doesn't know if she's drunk. People comment that she seems to be drunk. Well, the problem is you don't know if that's true. Because these young actresses, this is another problem with Gaz, Gary, and all that, and they don't realize these actresses are pushed out there, put in the forefront, and no one helps them understand how to deal with the press. So they attack her for things she says, just like they do Rachel Zegler, just like they do Brie Larson and Jennifer Lawrence. They can't help it. They talk about being, the culture war is kind of a joke. Hollywood's not going to really change anything. It doesn't matter where they plant their flag. It's run by the government. People, they get their taxes and money from the government. Their big debts don't really matter. But see, that's the problem. Yeah, and they're like, they want to, oh, she's ugly, she's all these things. she's a young actress who doesn't have the experience to understand how to talk to the press. So they're flipping their shit over what she says instead of realizing this is a young actress who is not experienced in talking to the media. Look at how angry he's getting over this. Who's really triggered? He is, as is, Gary is. They are, by what she said during Pride Month. I don't give a shit what she said. I don't get triggered by this stuff. Is it stupid? Absolutely. Does she look like, maybe she is. I don't know. But these people are so full of their fucking, they don't have no context. They don't take in context that she is young and inexperienced when she's being on this. See, she's a young, inexperienced individual, and you don't even take that into account, you fucking 50-something-year-old man who doesn't have a family or kids. See, look at his face. Who's really triggered? She's saying, she asked a question, she answered, without thinking things through. And look at who's the one, is it Angry Joe? No, it's this. Look at his face. He's getting, see, they can't handle it. That's the problem. They're showing their true nature. And this is what Tom ran into. You're the one triggered. Your headline is so super crash out. Who's really, he doesn't attack, he's pointing out your guys are attacking her. Who's really the one having the spaz out? Super crash out right here. As is. This misleading headline, it's funny how he says, Angry Joe attacks neurotic. There's no attacking this. He points out some stuff he didn't have put in, but he points out what you guys are doing. You are the ones attacking her because you don't like what she said to a gay reporter. Who's the one flipping their shit? And I will move forward a little bit because this guy, at times, he's kind of boring to listen to. And I'm not joking, he's just spurging out over nothing. It's a movie, fucking idiot. You aren't changing anything. Your stupid culture war is dumb as shit. Yeah. Let's see, I want to get to the next thing where he fucking seems to have, okay, let's get here, right here. We're going to go to the next. I don't care what he's really saying. This is just spurging out on her for something she said to a reporter. Okay, Supergirl in theaters now. It is your duty to see trash, leftist, counterculture garbage movies. So Hollywood commies, oh my god, can keep spewing more counterculture garbage while living the lifestyle. Call them commies, really, David. You sound like a bot account. Bot accounts and grifters on X that post nothing but right-wing political tweets are suddenly all posting about Supergirl, desperate to get their lemming followers to not go out and see it. It matters if the film is good or not. Nah, as long as it distracts and riles up their, yes. Joe's not attacking, he's pointing out they're doing this intentionally. The culture war is attack the actress for what she said. And as here proves Joe's point. Look at the way he's acting. See, they want to act like they're not the collective mind hive. They love to say capitalism. These fucking morons like him who dropped out of school even said this. He didn't finish school. And the way that they're attacking Joe shows that these people's minds are small. They're attacking because that's all they have. Joe points it out. They're attacking her because, yeah. Our disconnect for the culture war, struggling with day-to-day lives. What you need to worry about is why the target audience and women and girls, feminists, why are you saying, dude? Yeah, it's a bad trailer. But see, they can't handle somebody who has a different opinion. The characters never connected with any of these groups, like Barbie did. Mostly a smaller segment of comic buying men bought most Supergirl comics, not women, painting her as a punk rebellious, as she is in the comics. may appeal to younger females, and it says it'll do okay there from, yeah, I don't know the rest of the tweet, but this is what oh my god, he's so attacking Gary. This is a mild tweet where he points out the truth about the comic, the Supergirl comic. Yes, oh my god, Az can't handle this. He literally cannot handle this. Look how he's crapping out because he points out the truth about this. Look at the way he's spurging out over simply, and he didn't even attack. He simply, is this an attack tweet? No. His headline says, Super Crash Out, Angry Joe attacks Neurotic. No, he did not. Geeks and Game Spark. First tweet didn't attack anyone. This is not attacking anyone. And he's not blazing for the movie. He's calling you out for your hypocrisy, you fucking idiot. And you're the one having the nuclear meltdown because you don't like what he said. Calling your hypocrisy asses out. See, who is having the spurg out, motherfucker? You are. Because you didn't like what Joe said in the most common, and you fat fucking Oompa Loompa who dropped out of school. See, you're the one having the best. You mislead people with this lying headline. Angry Joe. Look at what he says. The characters never connected with any of these groups, like Barbie did. See, this is probably the most mild shit, and what is he doing? He's pointing his finger and throwing an accusation that, oh my god, Angry Joe is flipping out. Look at the way they treat her. They make her look ugly because they are ugly. I saw this tonight on New Black Street. They go, oh my god, she's ugly. Yeah. Here's the problem. When you do shit like this, you point the finger at your ugly self. You make yourself out to be the buffoons. And so nothing will change. You're doing exactly what they want you to do, you fucking idiots. This is the spurging out of someone who can't handle the... Here's the rest of the tweet. Okay. Wow, this tweet is so harmful. He's attacking Gary. Yeah. Let's look at the whole... Let's have the whole thing. The character never connected with any of those groups, like Barbie did. Mostly a smaller segment of comic-buying men bought most Supergirl comics, not women, painting her as a punk rebellious, as she is in the comics. May appeal to young females, and it says it'll do okay there from the girl boss angle, which pisses off these men. Well, we see it. But it's not cultural levels like Barbie. That's why projections are exactly where they are, not because of Pride Month or replying to trolls at an interview who call her ugly and a man, pointing out they are supposed to be Christian dads. Fuck those PPL. Yeah. Like, why make fun of a chick's appearance while you're a Christian and your daughters are looking up to you? She has a point. Those that do are just shitty troll. Yeah. And this fucker is spurting out over. This is not attack. This is attacking. This is basically calling out all. And if you call them out, you see how he said they're attacking. We're being attacked. This is exactly what Jeremy said when people trolled him about what he did to Kino Casino. The fucking funny thing about all this is they're the ones who always want to play, they talk about the left always wants to play the victim. This is collective mind hive. This is when they call the left communists, they're actually projecting this all on themselves, because who's having the meltdown on their own fucking made a video of themselves spurging out over this comment, this observation about them. See, look how he's acting. He can't take this. Oh yeah, and fuck and I want to point something out. These hypocrites who attack Tom Connors for his comment, they love calling her a girl boss. She's the star of the fucking movie, moron. She's supposed to be the boss. She's Supergirl. But these are the hypocrites who have no problem with Black Commissioner Gordon, Black Perry White, sucking Zack Snyder's cock with his shitty Justice League movie. These are the same ones who have no problem with feminism. Go look at the way they act about Terminator 2. Literally, James Cameron said it's a remake of the first one because it was not. Linda didn't beat up, Sarah Connor didn't kick the shit out of men. And then she spews right before she planned to kill Miles Dice and his family. The feminist playbook are men are bad. They don't know how to create, they don't know how to destroy it. There's the problem. And then Terminator Aliens was feminist dog shit. Let me point something out. Terminator, Alien, which is about a parasite, not about insects. The first two Predator movies were sci-fi slasher films about the unstoppable thing that hunts them and kills each of them. That's what they're about. The parasite in the original Alien laid eggs and infected, and one of them got inside Dallas. When Ripley sees the egg, sees one of them open and realizes he has one of these things inside of him. But the second movie makes her better than all these fucking space marines. Yes. She's able to take on the insect queen and a space loader, 10 tons or so, and the same weight as the insect queen? Yeah. It's a dumb feminist movie. James Cameron's a male feminist. Go look it up. See, this is the problem. They can't take the heat. So they say stupid things like this, when this is all he says. He's making an observation about how they are the ones who can't handle. And it's all they have to say these ugly things, but they themselves are ugly. And they're the ones who are pushing all this dog shit because they can't handle the fact that wow, how sexist is this fucker? He goes tits. And I'll tell you right now, I don't believe this fucker knows what it's like to actually date a woman because he talks like a fucking predator. He talks like, a lot of these guys that go, oh, tits and ass. Don't look at a woman and see. He only sees. You are the one projecting. You're angry over his simple observation. That's what this is called. You are the ones who are flipping your shit. They don't like this when it's pushed back in their own face. And as the perfect example of some idiot who can't handle it. Now, I'm going to go to here. Because I'm not going to listen to it. I'm going to fucking mute it. Because I want to hear. I don't want to hear. I want to notice. Because I'm probably going to put it. Yeah, because they don't want this movie to succeed. They like making fun of her. She says stupid things, so they'll go see it. Trust me, these idiots will go see it. I saw the trailer and it didn't interest me. I'm not attacking her. I'm not going to give a shit what she says because I don't fucking care. If the trailer interests me, I would go see the movie. I don't care about the box office. I want to see where you're saying Joe spurred out. See, let's see let's see the part where you say Joe spurred out. She says stupid things. She's a dumb young actress. Oh, here we are. Yeah, people are not finding the movie that great. Yeah. But you guys aren't even trying to give the movie a chance. You go by what she says on the carpet and you flip your shit. You don't like having your shit pointed in your own face. So what you're doing is, here. Oh my god, yeah, Angry Joe savagely attacks neurotic geeks and gamers and Disparrow with a different opinion about whether or not it matters. If Millie says Supergirl could go both ways in a random interview, isn't in the actual film, isn't actually scary noises woke? Who cares? It's just him. Him, whoa. Help us fans against the big bad Joe brigading at him. Tell him he's wrong. What was Angry Joe? What was Joe wrong about again? It doesn't matter. Help me. Ha ha. Y'all, this is pathetic. Now I just need to rest, or the rest of you crying bitches, to make videos about me simultaneously to increase our engagement and show how fatigued you guys are. Link me to all your upcoming bitch fests about my opinion as thank you guys. Yeah, and this is as completely didn't understand. See, these guys can't handle when somebody has an opinion and doesn't go along with them. All Joe says, you guys, all you do is make fun of her for being ugly, and he literally called you idiots out to say, hey, come at me, send your little fucking, yeah, he's not angry, he's mocking you. Oh, really, it's a crash out. Oh my god, it's not a crash out, guys. He's actually fun. Really? I just showed your fucking video ads when you flipped out over innocent observations. I want to stop this because this is what's so fucking, really. My man, you just made a 40-minute video on a single tweet of mine where no one was even talking to you. Talk about crashing out. This you? Well, you saw the video. He makes and as literally proves the point right here. Why is this not stopping? Right here, he says this is not crashing. He's making it a joke. Literally, it sounded like Joe hit a nerve with the group. Because what he said was, yeah, come at me. He's literally calling them clowns, and they can't handle it. He's not being angry. This is not a crash out. Yeah, and he points out, look at who's crashing out. The fat guy. Really. The guy who lost his shit over a fucking video game. It's fucking hilarious how these people act like they're so evolved. But yet they're spurging out. They're the ones having the crash out over Joe having, my man, just made, yeah. See, you guys are the ones that don't know how to let go. I think he's trying, really, he makes it very clear he's calling you idiots out. But of course, the groupthink is, we can't handle criticism, let's attack. So you see what they're doing? All because he called them out. And his tweet, as you saw, and I can show it to you again, was literally a nothing. My predictions for Supergirl to make half of what Superman did, about what I expected. She sells about a fourth of Superman's comic book merch, and the female crowd isn't engaged. Mostly males will see this film without a Barbie female event crowd. Yeah, he's right. He's not spurting out, he's literally pointing out, yeah. Oh, what? I didn't even type element. I said female crowd. That was enough to offend you. Wow, female element. He didn't say that, you fucking moron. I said female crowd. Wow, enough to offend you. I don't think the female crowd will show up in, he said that. He didn't say female element. This retard doesn't get it right. He said female crowd. Where the element, he didn't type, he said crowd. Enough to offend you. I don't think the female crowd will show up in large numbers. Then the male crowd. Really? Okay, gamer girl. Yeah. Wow. He pointed, his tweet was literally, the female crowd isn't going to show up for this. And right there, here it is, right in his own tweet. Supergirl and, where is it? Female crowd isn't engaged. She takes female element. He never said that. And then he points it out, and they go, oh my god, he's attacking us. I don't even watch the Angry Joe. But Jesus Christ, you're having a meltdown. He said, never said element, he said crowd. The women are not engaged with this movie. He's right. All Joe did was point out the Joe, and you guys are the ones having the spurg out. You're the ones flipping your shit because he commented and you didn't like it. He called you out. Come after me. He made a fucking joke about you. Called you out and said, come at me. Send me all your fucking, yeah. Yeah, and these are the idiots who all spurred out on Joe. You see it? People, they can't handle. Yeah, they can't handle the fact that Joe called their asses out and made the most vile comment. Understand this. This sack of shit had his spurg out over fucking a comment in a tweet. You're saying Joe's having a fucking meltdown? It seems you idiots are the ones. Remember this headline, Angry Joe explodes. I didn't see him explode. In fact, it looked like the one we called him out to come at me was him joking with them. No, he doesn't. No, how is he crashing out? He's not doing any of that. He called you idiots out. I said, let's go back. Let's go back. Okay, these morons, and let's look at where Joe put his tweet, where he called them out. Yeah. Oh my God, L, Angry Joe is savagely attacking neurotic. Do you see the way he writes this? Oh my God. They're the ones spurring out because he made comments. Look at what he says. I think he's trying to communicate. Oh, smart ass. Oh my God. LOL, Angry Joe savagely attacks neurotic geeks and gamers and Disparrow. You saw he didn't. Now, wherein that did his tweet ever come off as attacking, with a different opinion about whether or not it matters. If Millie says Supergirl could go both ways in a random interview, is it in the actual film? Is it actually scary noises, woke? Who cares? That's all he says. Yeah, that's all he said. And this bunch of fucking spastic children flipped their shit on one simple comment. Joe, let them have it with fucking his way of doing things. Remember, this is him. Hold on, let's go back because this is what they're fucking freaking out. Oh my God, yeah. Oh, see, shit opinion. Oh, somebody else has a different opinion. They're shit. Oh, you hit a nerve, morons. Oh my God, this sounds like he's laughing at you. You're the ones who couldn't handle a simple fucking tweet. Look at this. Here's the entire tweet. Let's fucking look at this, how pathetic these idiots are. And they are. Oh my God, LOL, Angry Joe savagely attacks them, which if you saw from Az's video, no he didn't. And geeks and gamers and Disparrow, with a different opinion. Without whether or not it matters. If Millie says Supergirl could go both ways in a random interview, is it in the actual film? Is it actually scary noises? Woke? Who cares? It's just get him. Wow. Help us fans against the big bad Joe Brigade him. Tell him he's wrong. What was Joe's wrong about again? It doesn't matter. Help me. You all, this is pathetic. Now, I just need the rest of you crying bitches to make videos about me simultaneously to increase our engagement and show how fragile you guys are. Link to me all your upcoming bitch fests about my opinions, ass. And thank you guys. Wow. What a crash out. You know what this looks like? Okay. This is trolling. Joe is literally trolling these idiots. And they couldn't stop themselves. This is so non-offensive, non-attacking. He's mocking them. And let's say I want to friend that tights, I would say, okay, I want to point something out to you guys. Are you retarded? before I leave and I never come back here, you guys are dumb. From Az's stupid video to Yellow Flash, and you, Disparrow. Angry Joe made a few comments. One, which didn't need to have politics in it, but how you guys get off on attacking a woman's looks. Let's look at the group here. Not a looker among you. That's all you have. Attack her for her looks. How pathetic. She says some dumb things, some things. Is that going to affect your life? No. Are you winning some war? No. Joe commented. And then he mocks you. And he fucking, actually gotta point this out, how this is not attacking you. He's literally mocking you bitches to come at him. He says, oh my god. OMG. LOL. Angry Joe savagely. Because that's what as you put in your super crashed out when all Joe did was make comments. And in fact, he pointed out that men are the ones that bought the Supergirl comics, not women. But you can't just let it go. You guys have to attack because he made comments that go against the Mind Hive. Attacks neurotic and geeks and gamers. And despite what it sounds like, he's mocking you idiots and you can't handle it. What happened to you? I thought you had strong backbones with a different opinion about whether or not it matters. If Millie says Supergirl could go both ways in a random interview, is it in the actual film? Is it actually scary noises? Well, who cares? Just get him wham. Sounds like sarcasm. Help me, fans, against the big bad Joe Brigade him. Tell him he is wrong. What was Joe wrong about again? It doesn't matter. Help me. He's laughing at you. Y'all, this is pathetic. Now I just need the rest of you crying bitches to make videos about me simultaneously to increase our engagement and show how fragile you guys are. Link to me all of your upcoming bitch fests about my opinions, and thank you guys. That's the thing you all flipped out about? That's his attacking you? Wow. Sounds like it's one of those, what do you call it? He's mocking you. Because his comments were mild. He brought up a bunch of politics in his first with Disparrow, where all you guys have is making fun of her looks. That's all you have. You have nothing else. Her looks, oh my god, she looks ugly. She's not a guy, you moron, she is a woman. But there's the hypocrisy. You're all just a bunch of bullies. I'm not on either side of this shit. But I find it absolutely funny that you're the ones he said. He told you to come out. Yeah, he knew you would do this. You couldn't help yourselves. You do what you accuse the other side of doing. You sent your little fan fucks after Tom when he said he didn't like the Master Universe and that it was woke shit and you're all hypocrites. And what did you do? You clipped his video and you made your little fan fuck retards go after him. I have no ego in this game. I don't give a shit. I wasn't going to watch that shit. And Tom said, if you like it, good for you. He didn't like it. And he made it very, because this was his childhood you people stepped on. But you can't handle it. You know, you guys are turning the quarter in why you went after fucking Kino Casino because they're trolls. Joe trolled you, and you don't even realize he's egging you to act this way towards him. He wants you to do exactly what you're doing. You are in fact giving him what he wants. Instead of going, oh, that's funny, and laughing it off, you're doing exactly the opposite. You fucking absolute idiots. You even know what trolling is. Az has commented about one game, he flipped his shit over pronouns in a fucking game. How childish do you have to be? Looking back on this it makes you look like a fucking child. My man, you just made a 40-minute video on a single tweet of mine where no one was even talking to you. Talk about crashing out. This you? Yeah. You're saying he's crashing out, but you guys are the ones crashing out on Angry Boar. Angry Joe. Yeah, and here's the funny thing, his whole tweet before, he said, women. He never said, he said women crowd. Female crowd isn't going to go see the movie because they're not engaged with it. He made that very clear. But I know you guys don't point that out. See, you have to, and he's making fun of me. And what do you retards actually do? You act like the dumbasses. The very thing that you accuse the left of doing is what you morons did. You attacked, and this is childish. How old are you? You're fucking adults, and Joe shows you for the immature little children you are. Oh, Mike, that comment was so funny. He's trying to communicate. No, Joe mocked you all. See, collective mind hive is what you are. You and Az and the rest will go after Joe, and he dared you too. See, do you know what trolling is, right? Apparently you fucking retards don't, because Joe trolled you. He trolled you all, and you fell for it, like the dumbasses you are. You got trolled by Angry Joe over comments over this Supergirl movie that were so mild by him. No way was he attacking you, and I'm a person that notices. But I noticed something from the right. When you're called out, you can't handle it. So you attack. You have become the thing you claim that you are against. And you sent your little fans after Tom Connors because he didn't like the Master Universe and called you all hypocrites. So you couldn't handle that, Gary, huh? And now ads and Yellow Flash and others are going to go after Angry Joe over his mild comments that weren't even attacking any of you, and you're going to make lying clickbait things like super crash out. The only one crashing out is you, Az. Like a 5-year-old, you crashed out on a simple couple of tweets that were nothing burger. Why does it matter what she said on the red carpet? Calling her ugly, what, it makes you feel better about your tiny penis? Your inferiority complex? Wow. Probably be damn right. You must destroy her, because how dare she say stuff on the red carpet when asked a question on Pride Month? Did it get in the movie? No. Was she in a relationship? No, but yeah, the supposed Christian dad's attacking her for her comment. That's not very Christian. So much for the hypocrites. You know, when I say people are hypocrites, Christians are the biggest bunch of liars, here you are. Oh, do watch this. All I see is Joe made a comment you didn't like and you spurned out. You and Yellow Flash. Lie in your head, clickbait headlines. I want this to get around. You're fucking adults. Act like adults. You cry about what Cortland did to you, him spurting out over being made fun of. You're doing exactly the same goddamn thing to Joe. Except you're not taking his video down. You're targeting him because he said mild things butthurt bitches can't handle. So you do your little fucking retarded thing. You attack her looks. I don't see any one of you that's worth shit. Oh, I can go after your looks. You're all ugly. Oh, Millie Cock looks like a dude. Maybe it's because you all want to fuck a guy. Maybe you're all closeted homosexuals, huh? You ever think about that? You make fun of her looks because of what? The way the camera is, the way that when she does a face, her movement of her face. Yeah. And why does it matter what she says? I saw the trailer. I wasn't interested in the movie. Why does it matter what she says on the red carpet? It's the same thing with Rachel Zegler. Guys spurred out over nothing. First of all, in the end, she was telling you what the movie is about. That it's not about her meeting a prince. And she thought that was weird, that you took it as offensive. How dare she say that? Same thing with all these idiot actresses. They're young and stupid, and when thrust in the spotlight, you morons turn out to be bigger snowflakes than fucking Angry Joe. And I don't even watch this shit. But his tweet was nothing. And you snapped and lost your shit. Oh my God, I've not seen. The fucking right does exactly what they accuse the left of. You're fucking all a bunch of snowflakes. And all Joe did was said he mocked you. He trolled you and said, come after me. So you engaged the troll. You look like children. And this is a 50-something-year-old guy who has no kids. I'm not seeing the movie because it looked like shit to me. Not because of what she said. I wasn't engaged in the idea of the movie. I didn't see the first one because it looked like shit. I'm not dumb enough to waste my money on bad films. That being said, I hated Disclosure Day and I wanted that movie to be good. Even after what people said it was bad. I wanted it to be good. I still went and saw it. Just like I saw Psycho Killer thinking, no, it can't be that bad. Oh, yeah. See, if I see a trailer and it doesn't excite me, I'm not going to waste my time on the fucking movie. But Jesus Christ, watching these idiots spurg out over Joe's barely mild comments and observations. And they're the ones in their clickbait headlines crashing out. Really? I didn't see anywhere in his tweet that he crashed out. I saw you crashing out. I saw Yellow Flash losing his shit, epic retard come in. So yeah, you guys are fucking dumb. That's why I would never do this stuff, because after seeing the way they treated Tom Connors, I don't tend to want to be in collective mind hives where if you say the wrong thing, they come for you. You want to know who sounds like the communists? Friday Night Tights and Geeks and Gamers. They sound like the communists. The one, we must punish him for saying the wrong thing. Put him, you know, when they lost, they were upset with what happened in Jim Crown. They've turned into that group. They've become the very thing they say they were fighting. As it says, you die to hear or live long enough to see yourself become the villain. Well, they're becoming the fucking villain. They're spurging out over Joe's stupid, his tweets that were nothing. They're calling this girl ugly. They're making fun of her because they have nothing else. Nothing. And they'll go see the movie and then they'll make little fucking videos ranting about it. That's all they have. They have nothing else in their life. And they don't even realize they're losing this fucking supposed culture war. And they're too stupid to realize it. A divided country is easy to control. A divided everything is easy to control. The morons will walk right into a trap laid by the people running the country, and you fuckers did. You aren't the good guys, you're the dumbasses. Ass, Gary, Disparro, Mike. Fucking hell, people. Grow up. Though why I'm not on your fucking podcast, even if you did reach out to me, I'd turn you down a fucking heart because I cannot stand collective mind, hive mind. That if I went on there, I'd rip you each fucking apart. And it'd be me fucking going off on you for the way you're acting exactly what you accuse the other side of. You're no different. You are the same shit. You just pretend that you're better. No, you're shit and you're always going to be shit. And this shows you for what you are. You couldn't handle the mild sarcasm. Oh my God. You butthurt bitches. Ass and the rest. You can't take it. You can dish it out, but when it comes to taking it, you can't take it. And you show time and time again you don't have the mental capacity to take criticism. So enjoy your little group thing. When it collapses, you'll become just like the quarter pounder. When people finally wake up and realize, all you little fathers realize, all you have is attacking her looks. Immature, way to be fucking stupid. Her looks are all you have. Oh, she said something on the carpet to a gay reporter. Who cares? Like Joe said, I don't give a shit. But you do. You care. Because you're butthurt by every little fucking thing a woman says. You guys are so goddamn dumb. And don't bother. I wouldn't come on if you asked me to because I'd have to fucking bitch slap all of you. I'd bitch slap you by tearing you apart for the dumb things you say. And how Joe didn't spurg out. He wasn't attacking you. His comments were offensive because they went against your groupthink. You are the thing you claim to fight against. You are the communists. May not let this. You are the fascists. You demand obedience. And if someone doesn't stand in, toe the line, you attack them. You go after them. Just like when Quarter Pounder made comments about you guys. And then started taking people's channel and going after them. You became the very thing you claim you hate. You are the fucking bad guys in the story. Understand that. There's nothing good about what you did. You spurred down over a fucking tweet. Jesus fucking Christ, get off Twitter. Take a break from all this shit. You fucking morons can't handle Angry Joe and you're spurging out over his mildest of tweets that you showed? Wow. You would not be able to handle me. I'm 50, turning 55, and I don't give a shit. I would give you back exactly what you deserve. And it would be like getting a fucking bot. You get so bitch slapped. Everybody would notice and they'd walk away from you because I won't hold my tongue on you. Gary Belcher, I ain't your friend. You won't bring me on. Nobody will bring me on their little podcast. Not because I'm a nobody. Because I don't hold my tongue. I don't kiss anyone's ass. I'm not a Republican, Democrat. I'm non-party affiliated. I talk about politics. I talk about things, and idiots like Joe, they kind of irritate me. But this shit was nothing to lose your shit over. Grow up. You're fucking adults acting like children. Jesus fucking Christ. You're all like little 5-year-olds. Can't handle criticism. Grow up. This is Gilgamesh. Have a good night.